Everyone thinks the Garmin Lily is just a pretty bracelet that happens to buzz your wrist, but here's the thing, the fashion-first design is actually its biggest performance edge because it makes you wear it all day, every day. The shocker. That same minimalism hides real deal breakers for some of you. I went in assuming Lily was style over substance. Wrong, it's a legit Garmin wellness tracker with deliberate limits. And those limits matter more in 2026 than ever. I wore it for 21 days through runs, gym sessions, office days, and nights of spotty sleep. What I discovered made me rethink who this watch is actually perfect for, and who should absolutely skip it. Before we dive into what I discovered, quick heads up. If you're already leaning yes and want the best current price, the link's below. But stick around, because there's a twist about GPS and day-to-day usability that might save you from a return. Here's why I picked up the Lily. My larger smartwatch kept failing me on two fronts. It looked clunky with dress clothes, and I never wore it to sleep because it felt like a tiny phone strapped to my wrist. I wanted something truly small that wouldn't snag a cuff, wouldn't scream gym coach at a dinner, and could quietly track stress, sleep, and recovery. I'd already tried a couple of fashion trackers that nailed the look but botched the data. I'd also tried downsizing to a compact sports watch that still felt like a hockey puck on smaller wrists. Emotionally, I was over the cycle: buy, wear for a week, then abandon. The Lily promised a 30-form case, a patterned lens that hides the display, and the Garmin health ecosystem I actually trust. Skeptical? Absolutely. Hopeful? More than I wanted to admit. First test, daily wear and display. On screen, you can see how small this thing is. 30-form case, slim 14 band, roughly mid-20s grams. It disappears on the wrist. That's the win. The lens is patterned and the monochrome touchscreen lights up from underneath. Indoors, the display is crisp enough, but then you step into harsh midday sun. Raise to wake works, but the panel can wash out and there's no always-on mode. I found myself angling the wrist for a better read more often than I'd like. Haptics are gentle, not jarring. For dressy days, it's perfect. For quick glance pace checks in bright light, not so much. Visual, show outdoor glare versus indoor clarity. Second test, wellness tracking. This is where Lily surprised me. Continuous heart rate, stress tracking, respiration, body battery, hydration reminders, and menstrual tracking are all here. I wore it 24/7 for 2 weeks straight and got consistent body battery scores that actually matched how I felt. Days after back-to-back late nights, I woke with a body battery in the low 40s, and guess what? My mid-morning focus was trash. Sleep tracking gave me useful staging and duration. Not lab grade, but close enough to correlate habits. Restlessness nights showed up clearly. Compared side by side with a larger Garmin and a ring tracker, Lily's trends were solid even if the tiny screen compressed the detail. Visual. Overlay body battery drop after a hard workout day. Third test, workouts. Here's the rub, there's no built-in GPS. You get connected GPS, meaning it piggybacks on your phone. On a 5K loop with my phone in a running belt, distance was within a hair of my reference watch. Pace lagged by a few seconds updating on wrist, and you're not getting advanced metrics. For yoga, walking, and strength circuits, it's fine. For tempo runs without your phone, hard pass. There's no music storage and you're not loading third-party apps. It's a basic get-it-done tracker for casual workouts, not a coach on your wrist. Visual, pace display during run, then a quick cut to the phone GPS map. Fourth test, battery and safety. Garmin quotes up to 5 days. With notifications on, 2 to 3 tracked workouts, and all-day HR and stress, I averaged 4.7 days. A light user could squeeze 5. Charging from roughly 10% to full took a bit under 90 minutes with the proprietary cable. Safety features like assistance and live track worked reliably when paired to my phone, a nice comfort if you walk or run at odd hours. Visual, battery widget over 4 days, quick demo of assistance trigger, but here's where it gets interesting. The reason Lily's data was more useful wasn't some secret sensor, it was compliance. Because it's small and looks like jewelry, I wore it all the time during naps, in the shower, under a blazer. My bigger watch, I'd take it off for comfort or style and miss the most important data. Over 21 days, 6 tracked workouts, about 80,000 steps, and too many late nights editing, Lily built a full picture. Body battery became a daily decision tool. On mornings after lousy sleep, I swapped runs for walks and felt better by afternoon. That behavior change is the whole point of a wellness wearable. Compared to alternatives, the trade-offs crystallize. Versus an Apple Watch SE, you lose the app ecosystem Siri and that bright OLED, but you gain multi-day battery and Garmin's recovery-first mindset. Versus a Fitbit Versa, Fitbit gives you a brighter, more colorful display and built-in GPS on some models, but Garmin's training load insights and long-term trend reports are simply better if you care about fitness over step badges. Versus Garmin's own Venue 3S, the Venue gives you everything: gorgeous AMOLED, speakers, more training features, but it's larger and pricier. Lily is for the person who truly wants small first, everything else second. Is it too good to be true? No, because Garmin absolutely drew lines in the sand. No built-in GPS, no contactless payments, no app store. The display can be hard to read in sun. And some users report the included band wearing faster than expected. These aren't bugs, they're boundary lines that keep Lily tiny and stylish. If those boundaries fit your life, you'll love it. If they don't, you'll notice immediately. Now that you know the real win is wearing it 24/7, not specs on paper, if Lily fits your lifestyle, grab it while the better styles are in stock and prices dip. I've linked the best current deal below. Just make sure you choose the variant and band that match your wardrobe. Bottom line, I recommend the Garmin Lily for small-wristed users, anyone who wants a wellness-first tracker that looks like jewelry, and people who value multi-day battery and Garmin's health insights over app smarts. It's not for serious runners who leave the phone at home, anyone who needs bright, always-on visuals, music, or tap to pay. If you've been stuck between bulky sport watches and flimsy fashion trackers, Lily is the first stylish compromise that actually delivers. Wear it more, learn more, live better. That's the Lily story. Now check the link for pricing, and on screen I'll leave my comparison of Lily versus Venue 3S for those who want more features without going full hockey puck.